What's up guys, welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, I want us to watch and to listen to United States activist. He's known as Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar Johnson, he has come out and exposed the hidden truth of Chinese in Jamaica. So kindly guys, watch this till the end, then I'll be back with more comment. All credits goes to the original creator of the video. I'm your host, Jaden Reaction.
I don't like the way in which the Jamaican government has allowed the Chinese to come in and take over. I believe they own the major port there. I believe that the Jamaican government has given them lands in exchange for services. I believe they built at least one hospital there, a couple of schools. They had constructed a north-south highway or northwest highway that connects one part of the island to the other, so you don't have to drive all the way around to get there, which was necessary. But from what I read, in exchange for them building the highway, the Jamaican government has allowed them to keep, I believe, nearly all of the toll fees on that highway for a certain amount of years. We're giving up too much to get too little. And what bothers me the most about Jamaica, they are the most Pan-Africanist and the most unapologetic of the Caribbean islands. And so if China can take Jamaica, taking the rest of the Caribbean won't be that difficult.
Breeze.
So I had a Jamaican tell me, America don't even want y'all. Watch this space. That's very interesting that you would say that, because Jamaica is being colonized by China right now. I'm hearing that you can't even go to some of your own beaches because they have bought the land. And if you want to go on your own beaches as a local, you gotta pay. So your statement seems more pot calling the kettle black than anything.
The Chinese are taxing the Jamaicans, the black Jamaicans. They're making them live like foreigners in their own country. Check this out.
So let's say, for example, something costs $92. Instead of telling you that your total is $92, what they'll tell you is that your total is $95. If your total is $102.10, they're telling you that your total is $105. So not only are they rounding up to the next dollar incorrectly, but they're rounding up to more than a dollar.
That's just how they do Americans when we go to other foreign countries, raising the prices on items. But just imagine they're doing that to the Jamaicans in their own home. Oh no, that's not $100, that's $110. Pay up, and not even giving your correct change back. Not only that, when they employ them, when the Chinese employ the black Jamaicans, they treat them like worse.
One, the treatment of our Jamaicans in these places, even by Jamaicans who are working in these places, it's terrible. It is terrible. And seeing Jamaicans working as security, accusing them of stealing.
And it's crazy. So white people own Jamaica, Chinese people run Jamaica, and black Jamaicans just run around in it. And it's wild because if you look at Jamaica, for 20 years, they were like top 3 for top unalivements in the world. So they have no problem committing crime against one another. But when it comes to standing up for their rights, there's no protest. There's no civil rights movement going on in Jamaica. They're just taking it. You know what I'm saying? They're just taking it. The Chinese are replacing them at the workplace. The Chinese are replacing them with the businesses. And Jamaica can't even access 1% of public beaches. Like only 1% of their beaches is open to the public. Yeah. One love though. One love.
In Jamaica right now.
So there's been an increased rate of women being, or children, female children being taken and found throughout Jamaica. We're going through things like accessing our own beaches. A lot of them are privatized due to hotels, so the locals aren't able to actually go to a Jamaican beach without paying, or not being able to go to the beach at all in certain places because people have bought the land.
About independence in the Caribbean, only to hand that independence back over to another race of people. So we fought for freedom from the white man, and now we're handing over that freedom to the yellow man. When I was in Jamaica, 2015, I keynoted National Heroes Week, Irie FM and Ocho Rios and Marcus Garvey's back, yeah. Me and Muta Baruka, actually. And while I was in Jamaica, I heard all these rumblings about the Chinese. And I've been to Jamaica before and I've seen the Chinese. But in studying what they have done since my last visit, I was astounded and appalled to find out that they had made so much inroads into controlling and influencing the infrastructure of the Jamaican people. The Chinese built a road from Kingston, one side of the island, to the other side of the island. And in exchange for the roads that they built, the Jamaican government, unless this has changed since then, gave the Chinese total control over the toll money that will be made by people using the Northwest or East-West Highway. Why would you give a foreign power complete monetary control of the tolls on this road that you know half of Jamaica going to be using? You're talking millions of dollars of revenue you're giving to the yellow man just because he built the road. In addition to that, the Chinese are building it's probably done by now. They were building at that time 2 schools, and they were bringing Chinese educators over to help the Jamaican people educate black children. They built the children's hospital, which is supposed to be largely staffed with Chinese. They also gave the Chinese total control of all tourism on both sides of that highway that goes from one side of the island to the other. I was also told that they gave the Chinese the right to drill in natural rainforests in the Jamaican on the Jamaican territory for Chinese exploitation. They'd given them tax abatements, and they also purchased, if I'm not mistaken, the port, the main port of Jamaica.
All right, they own the port.
Is owned by the Chinese. Exactly. If another race owns your port, that means they control what's coming in. They control what's going out. What about the drugs? What about the guns? What about the COVID? You don't know what them people bringing in. And you mean to tell me that the Chinese care so much about Jamaican people that they're not going to educate our kids and take care of their health? Chinese don't care about black folks. Go to China. Go to China and see how they treat black people in China. So to me, what I think this is the government of Jamaica, like so many African governments, so many other Caribbean governments have done. They've gotten in bed financially with the Chinese. The Chinese have studied the way the white man has practiced neocolonialism throughout Africa. And the Chinese has learned that these black leaders don't really care about their people. They're all about their pockets. So I'm going to do what the white man did, but I'm going to do it 1 time better. I'm going to offer them double the money. You let me take over this land right here. I'll get the white man offering you $1 million. I'm offering you $3 million. And I'm going to build you a retirement home. And I'm going to pay for all your kids to go to college in China. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm going to give you a private military. So the Chinese have basically become neocolonialists 2.0. They're outdoing the Europeans. You follow me? And they're giving Caribbean and African leaders offers that they can't refuse. And guess what? When you abdicate on that loan that they give you, because all this is loans. These are not handouts. It's all loans. When you abdicate on the loan in that contract, you have to give them large concessions of land and large concessions of your economy. There's an African country right now. Is it Uganda? There is an African country who defaulted on their loan to the Chinese, and they now own their national airport. I forget which, they own the airport now because they couldn't pay back the loan. The Chinese know what they're doing. The problem we have as African people is we tend to think anybody who's not white is a friend of ours. Nobody is our friend, not the Arab, not the Chinese, not the Latino, except the African Latinos who identify with us, not the East Indians, not the Native Americans. We don't have friends. But black people have been seduced into this multiculturalism, which says the brown man is your friend, the yellow man is your friend, the red man is your friend. No, they're not. Black people don't have no friends. And my greatest fear about Chinese neocolonialism 2.0, my greatest fear about Chinese neocolonialism 2.0 is when the time for revolution comes, because there will be a second revolution because you got to get rid of the Chinese. You're going to have to.
And also, guys, the Chinese, they are not doing this only in Jamaica. Let us watch and see also what the Chinese, they are doing in some of the African countries.
Why? Do you know what we are still doing? We are still slaves. You know why? It's not about gold. We have given everything to them till date. All the sectors are managed by whites. The oil sector, the whites have taken it. The mining sector, Chinese and Canadians have taken it. Bauxite, Chinese have taken it. Tell me one sector that that belongs to Ghanaian till date. Even the banking sector, Nigerians have taken it. We are in the 21st century slaves. We are in the 21st century, but we are slaves in our own country. Look for the best houses in this country and go there and see those who are living there. Foreigners. Where do we live? The big companies in this country managed by foreigners.
Would you pass a law where you will regulate foreigners, taking over?
I will pass a law. If you remember in my 2020 campaign, I said that when I'm president, no foreigner can buy property in Ghana.
Are you still stand by it?
I still stand by.
How will you do that?
Because I'm going to issue 3 passports.
Okay.
1 passport that Ghanaians will have. It's a full Ghanaian, father Ghanaian, mother Ghanaian. And those people are the first class Ghanaians. And those group of people are the only people who can buy property in this country. If you're not a full Ghanaian, you cannot buy property.
Okay.
Because first of all, we're losing everything to the foreigners. The whole country is being taken. Go out and look at the big mansions and big companies and big properties. It's not for Ghanaians. We are joking. In the next 10, 15 years, no Ghanaian will have huge property unless you are damn rich. Every day, go around and see. All the properties springing up are for foreigners.
On that note, let me ask.
Why do we think because we are poor, we must sell? I get sad and sometimes I get mad.
Is this because we are selling our properties in foreign currencies?
It's because we are giving it for peanuts. We don't have to sell the property. We lease the properties.
If we are giving it for peanuts, then why can't our Ghanaians afford it?
Because the peanuts we are giving out, the Ghanaians do not even have it. We've made the system so hard. We are not protecting what belongs to us.
The Chinese pretty much own Jamaica. I mean, the Jamaican government is giving them concessions, land concessions. They're building hotels, beach resorts. They're building 2 schools for the Jamaicans. And what the Jamaicans have to give them in turn is the right to certain lands, the right to certain waterways. And if it doesn't stop, Jamaica, ironically, the land of Marcus Garvey and Bob Marley, will be the first Chinese colony in the Caribbean.
Wow.
It's getting bad. And you know why it's happening? Because the black bourgeoisie leadership in both Africa and the Caribbean, they don't have to live with the consequences of the economic decisions they make.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have listened to what Dr. Umar Johnson, an American activist, what he has come out and say about Chinese in Jamaica. For real, a majority of Jamaicans, they have been complaining about Chinese taking over in Jamaica, because right now when you walk around in Jamaica and you see the big businesses, you can see these big businesses, it is being owned with the Chinese. So the Chinese, they are owning the big businesses. You can see it might ended up and waking up and find out that Jamaican Prime Minister, he has become a Chinese. So Jamaicans, they need to really wake up, because what the Chinese, they are doing in Jamaica, sometimes majority of Jamaicans, they wonder if they are having the government, because you can see the government, it has really gave so much opportunity, it has given so much opportunity to the foreigners, because right now you can see the Chinese, they are being allowed to operate and to work in Jamaica, do business in Jamaica for a period of 5 years without paying taxes. And because of that, you have been seeing majority of people who have really become successful in Jamaica, they are the Chinese, because right now you can see these people that are doing businesses without paying tax. But for a Jamaican, he cannot do a business even a single day without paying tax. So this is to tell you that one, it has really given so much opportunity, and also it has given a conducive environment for the Chinese, the foreigners, to do businesses without having problems, because you know if you are doing businesses and you are not paying taxes. So this one, it will make you to lower your prices of the commodity, and when you are lowering the prices, you are affecting the other businesses, the black people, the citizen businesses. And that's why you can see majority of Jamaicans, they ended up closing their businesses because of the Chinese people. be given more opportunity than them. So kindly guys, how I want to read some of the comment here that majority of Jamaicans, they have really come out and share in the comment section. So this one is saying that every African country owns more than average 10 airports. Every African country is broken down into state or province. Each state and province has its own separate airport. Umar think all African country has only one airport. So this one is talking about what Omari has come out and say. So this one is saying that, can Jamaican buy a beach in China? We need to fight against the colonist mindset of government. Yeah, so you can see the Chinese, they are being allowed even to buy land, buying beaches in Jamaica. But when a Jamaican, he or she goes to Chinese, he cannot be allowed to buy a land. He cannot be allowed to buy a beaches. So the Jamaican government needs to think what they are doing, because if the Chinese, they cannot allow the Jamaican to go and buy beach, to go and buy a land in their own country, why are you allowing them also to come and buy beach and a land, having a land in your own country? Especially these people, they are using us African people, because these people, they knew in black countries, it is the only country whereby these other races, the white folks, the Indians, the Chinese, they can go and buy a land and it can belong to them. But we black people, when we are going to their country, they cannot allow us to buy land. You cannot be allowed to buy land in the United States. You cannot allowed to buy land in China. No, they cannot allow black people to have land there. So this one is to tell you that we black people, we need also the same thing they're doing to us, also we need to apply it to them. So this one is saying that that motto needs to go, sick of them selling out our country to foreign countries. Jamaica are not benefiting from any of these policy. Exactly, Jamaicans, they are not benefiting from any of these policy. This one saying that, Dr. Omar, you are so on point. Yeah, this one saying that Dr. Omar, he is really on point. This one saying that I am a retiree that lived both in US and Jamaica. I confronted that this information is true. God help Jamaica. Wake up, people of Jamaica. Yo, so this one is a Jamaican and he has really confirmed the information. It is really true. So this one saying that Black Americans, Black Caribbean, Australian, Native, Black, Latinos, Brazilian, and African need to unite. We are our only allies. Yeah, allies. So this one saying that it is time for us to rise up and stand up for our right. Trust me, be now. So yeah, right now we need, because the government, it is not protecting the black people. So it is now the right time for Jamaicans to wake up and protect their own country. So this one is saying that it is sad to say in the next 10 years there will be more Chinese than black Jamaican. The people of Jamaica gave the Prime Minister the power to sell out the country. How can you give the Chinese power to take over the road and no revenue and don't pay tax? Jamaica is going down. This Prime Minister is the racist, this Prime Minister is the richest Prime Minister ever in Jamaica. Greedy, he should be brought to justice. Yeah, so this one is saying that the Prime Minister of Jamaica is the greediest Prime Minister and also is the richest Prime Minister who have ever been in Jamaica. So this one is telling that the Prime Minister, he has really been selling out Jamaica. So I don't want to mention the name. You Jamaicans, you know, you can comment down and tell me the name of the Prime Minister. So this one saying that it is time for us to step up and bring back what's out. They came in our country and hit us like nothing. Yeah, so we know how these Chinese people, they operate. Whenever they are coming to your country, these people, they always come empty-handed. They don't come with so much things. But after settling in your own country, they will start two businesses and these people, they will become rich. And when these people, they'll become rich, they will not invest in your country. No, these people, they will go back and invest all the money in their country. So this one is telling you that these people, sometimes they usually use our country to build their own country. So this one is saying that alone one is powerless, but together we can be the opposite. Yeah, so this one is saying that Jamaicans, they need to come together. They cannot fight alone, so they need to come together and fight back their country. So this one saying that I am a Jamaican and I agree with Dr. Umar. I am just waiting to see if there is going to be Chinese. So this one saying that we can't fight the world, but the earth belongs to God. When God comes, tell him that my land or my country do God will, and all else will be added to you. Matthew 24 verse 6. So this was saying that Jamaica land belong to Jamaica. So that PM who's selling the Jamaican people land will be in big trouble. This weakness call for justice. Yeah, so the Jamaican Prime Minister who's selling out the land, because we are now seeing the Chinese, they are owning some of the apartment, the beaches. You can imagine some of the Chinese, they are coming out and buying the beaches, the public beaches, they are turning into private beaches. So this one saying that at least our land, don't sell to strangers. We must own share in foreigners' businesses, no sale of land. Yeah, so this one saying that, bros, you are saying the truth. The African politician none sees of their citizen really painful. So this one saying that no one else to blame but the leaders. Yeah, we cannot blame the Jamaicans people. No, the people who we need to blame is the prime minister. It is the leaders, the people who are in government. So this one saying that, speak it, Dr. Umar, Jamaica politics is vulnerable. Yeah, so let me just read one. This one is saying that who's willing to start a movement to free ourselves? Posting alone won't help. We need to go out and find people who share our views and our aim and plot secretly and technical. I am ready to be a part of this movement. Please, let's work together. As black people, we don't like each other. That's okay. Let's team up to get rid of the common enemy. Then after liberty, we go back to not liking each other. But all of us as black are being overthrown, and all of need to get rid to suffer for our own benefit in the long run. So this one is saying that although black people, we don't love each other, and that it is true, black people, we don't love each other, we don't support each other, but he's saying that despite us black people, we don't love each other, let us team out, let us team up and save our country, the country Jamaica. So he's begging the black people to come together, to team up and save their country. And when they are saving their country, then they can go back to the how the life usually be. So kindly guys, I hope you understand that point. So kindly guys, you can share also your thoughts on the comment section, especially if you are a Jamaican living in Jamaica, and also if you are a Jamaican living outside of Jamaica, and you can share also your thoughts, what you have seen with the Chinese doing in Jamaica. So kindly guys, thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share and also comment. See you in my next one. Bye bye guys.